You're watching the American Conference on ESPN Plus. We got some college tennis action for you here from the beautiful Tampa Bay area. It's the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa battle the South Florida Bulls from the USF Varsity Tennis Complex. And we're so excited to have you with us, everybody. Drew Felios, alongside the former Michigan State star, Jessica Green. We just watched Wichita State narrowly defeat South Florida in women's action. Now the men taking center stage. Jessica, this should be outstanding from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match today. USF has had such a strong start to their season, looking to continue that into conference play against the visiting team Tulsa.
See both teams on the court getting loose. Let's take a look at the top 10 in collegiate tennis around the nation. South Florida Bulls, one of the hottest teams in the country, working their way up. Right now, Wake Forest, best team in the land, undefeated. TCU, Texas A&M, State of Texas, always heavily represented. You see that 1 through 10, but tell you what, the Bulls worth mentioning because they have cracked in to the top 25, now standing at number 23.
Yeah, Coach Fisher, we talked to him yesterday, and he was talking about how this was his best season since his first season here in Tampa. So credit to them, credit to his recruiting and getting the right guys here.
The Bulls, winners of 5 straight. They've got their hands full with Tulsa. Doubles action coming at you when we return to Tampa.
I guess it's 1:32. I guess we're starting at 1:30. Okay. Thank God I scarfed that down. Just a gorgeous day here in Tampa on the north side campus at the University of South Florida. Tulsa Golden Hurricane and the Bulls about to face off. Tremendous talent on the court on both sides. You gotta love what these Bulls are doing though lately. They have just been outstanding, taking down their arch rival UCF recently, also defeating Penn last week and UT Arlington as well. But there's just something about being back here at home. South Florida wants to have a good showing as the fans have started to pile in to the varsity tennis complex. Some of the players getting announced right now. Hugo Carr, one of the top players in the country. It's going to be a treat to watch him compete here on ESPN Plus today. The Frenchman, Jessica, not just as dominant, but he does it with a special flair, doesn't he? Yeah, when we spoke to Coach Fisher yesterday, he was talking about how he's just come in here and really flourished and come into his own and just really learning how to put points together and just thriving in this college tennis atmosphere. And not the typical background from a junior player coming from Europe. Didn't play a lot of international competitions, but a junior college transfer, won JUCO NCAAs a couple years ago, and just coming in here and playing outstanding tennis.
So Hugo Carr, exceptional. Was the #1 player in the country at Eastern Florida, and he's got Ettore Danisi with him, the freshman out of Brazil, who is the perfect partner. Ettore was out 4 weeks. He had a hurt wrist earlier this year, but he has shaken that off. And now playing at the top of his game. Glad you're with us. Sit back, enjoy. College tennis at its very best. About to get this one underway. So for Tulsa, Alex Okonkwo on the other side. Timothy Carlson-Sigger with him. We're underway.
That's what you call the quick 1-2 punch. You got the first serve in, and your partner finishes it off at the net for you.
So Ettore Denisi, just a freshman coming from Brazil. Tons of international representation here in this match.
You see the Bulls here playing the I formation doubles, where the partner at the net will crouch down real low and stand close to the middle of the court. Keep your opponent guessing about which side you're going to move to. That time, Tulsa doing a really good job at picking their spot and sticking to it, and Carr not able to get that last one back.
Serve's got some bite on it, that time from Denisi.
Definitely that one kicked up away from him on the return, and just not able to get it back. Especially on a second serve, was very impressive. Again, you'll see the I formation here. You see where Denisi opts to stay on his true deuce side or move back to the ad side. So effective in men's tennis.
Now it's going to sail. So 40-15. Advantage here in favor of the home side.
Go, you guys, go, Tony! Go, boy! Good boy!
So that's as good a start as you want to have here if you're South Florida. Come out firing on all cylinders. Always an interesting dynamic when you have a freshman as one of the partners and then a senior. Kind of combine that, makes up for a pretty good mix.
For sure, great experience as a freshman coming from Brazil. Great all-around player. I'm sure for him too, being able to play double with Carr, who's the top player on the team, brings a lot of experience. Able to learn from him. Coach Fisher spoke to us yesterday about how they've struggled a bit on the doubles court this year. Obviously, given their ranking of 23, really closing things and bringing them home on the singles front, but definitely looking to improve. He spoke about trying to simplify things for his players and play some more basic doubles and just not give them too many things to think about.
Saw assistant coach Tom Passain in there getting some instruction in. He'll be bouncing around all courts here today.
Okonkwo, very tall, as you see on screen. Able to use his height to his advantage on his serve. Massive first serve there.
Alex Okonkwo, he goes 6'6", so when I say he's a tall drink of water, I'm not kidding. Out of England, serve comes from a really high point, doesn't it, Jessica?
Yeah, and when it hits the ground, when it bounces, when it hits the court, just as you see there, just totally, the angle is so different too, just the trajectory from his height down. Such a hard look. Just gets so many free points off that first serve, which is, of course, great in doubles, great in singles, but even more important in doubles. That one's just wide there.
Also saw Timothy Carlson Seger. He'll play number 3 singles later today. And that one just out as well.
Tulsa able to hold there at Love in their first game. To me, one of the most exciting parts of watching tennis, whether pro or colleges and men's doubles, it's unbelievable how fast the points are and how much they move at the net and poach and just play so aggressive. It's really, really fun to watch.
Well done from Hugo.
So common now for so many taller guys playing tennis. Maybe used to play basketball, football, different sports, and there's so many top players on the men's side and pro tennis just so tall. Riley Opelka, 6'8", 6'9". John Isner kind of started that trend. Guys are really super athletic, and it's unbelievable how they're able to move and bend and get so low in tennis now, even being that height.
That one's going to go awry. So the servers continue to boss the court here. Court number 1. Over on court number 2, we're following that one as well. We've got Ben Hudson for South Florida. Toto Yanis with him, the junior from Uruguay. And for Tulsa, Luis Felipe Miguel. He is teamed with Gus Taramble.
Great finish at the net there by Yanis.
So it's Yanis on the left, Hudson on the right. Toto Yanis, another one from South America. We've seen some good ones. Saw Vargas on the female side in the last match representing Colombia. Ben Hudson, meanwhile, comes from Scotland. He's a sophomore.
It's a great return there off a tough first serve. Able to get that one just to drop into right in front of the baseline. USF on court 2 here, already up an early break.
Oh, you are right, Jessica. There are some missiles being fired here at the tennis center.
3 overheads in a row. It's so fun to watch.
Here's Luis Felipe Miguel's bio. Out of Brazil, 6 feet tall. There are several players over 6 feet tall on the Tulsa roster. In fact, all but 2 not 6 feet tall. It just tells you this is a very lengthy team.
See some great hands at the net. I don't know how they do that. My racket doesn't move that fast, but I guess they're used to it. But yeah, the men's doubles is just phenomenal how quickly they move and able to anticipate and be in the right place at the right time and just get their racket barely on the ball, and it's back and forth and back and forth.
So 2-1 there, favor of the home team. Check in now. Court number 3. For Tulsa, it's Will Pellegrini. He is teamed up with Connor Doyle. And for the Bulls, it is Stepan Rusek freshman from Czech Republic. By his side, Augustine Cuellar. And the Hurricane enjoying a moment. So much of team tennis is about energy. It's about vibe, right? Kind of setting the tone early.
Yeah, it's funny because I think people always joke about how the women make a lot of noise playing tennis and the grunts, but honestly, in college tennis, the men that are really loud. Screaming after they win points and just more, like so much more in your face, and it makes a really fun atmosphere, clearly, but definitely fun to watch.
Stefan Rusek was a tremendous junior player. Did not have the fall that he was looking for. There is Cuellar right there. Augustine has not lost this year in singles play. We'll watch him a little bit later. They'll be playing in the number twos. So he's out of Bolivia, just having a tremendous season. Everything he touches is turning to gold right now.
Some of the guys on the USF team, including Cuellar, have had really good experience as juniors and able to travel with their country's Davis Cup teams.
Stepan, only a freshman.
Gives them priceless learning experiences, traveling with the top pros in the world, able to represent their countries. Talk about pressure. Representing your country is the ultimate pressure. Good kick serve there, just jumped up really high off the court. Hurricane's not able to get that one back in play. Kick serve is such an important part of doubles. It gives you more time to serve volley to get into the net when you're the server. That one just drops in. He thought it was going out, let it go, didn't hit it. Really important to hear your partner call out if it's going to go out, and if not, probably better off hitting it. Especially when maybe you get an overhead or easier ball. Quick double fault there from UCF. There's a little opening to the Hurricanes, gives them a break point here. Great poach volley there from USF, able to get that right at the feet of the Hurricanes at the net and draw the deciding point here.
Altogether, doubles play for South Florida has been a bit of an adventure this year. Head coach Ashley Fisher admitted it, said it's clearly not our strong point.
Great get there from the Hurricanes, able to get that last ball back. USF not able to do enough with it to put it away, and they get the early break on court 3.
So 3-1 favor of the Hurricane. Travel back here. Court number 1. So this one tied at 2. Bulls 15 love here serving. That one's long, it'll be 30 love. South Florida roster just about completely new. It's been really remarkable watching this team come together, though. It's getting better and better with each match. One of the best overall groups that Coach Fisher has ever coached. That's saying a lot. He's had some really talented rosters over the years.
Unbelievable get there from Carr. Wow, and able to draw the air. Just sometimes getting that one extra ball back proves to be so important.
Jessica, you're right. It's just about sometimes that one more ball, right? Just make them hit another.
And if he hits a winner, great. And 1 out of every 50 times you get you win the point off that one, even better. And that one's just too good. Wow, how did he get that angle off of that serve? Phenomenal.
Amazing return by Alex Okonkwo. His talents on full display. Here on court 1.
USF will go back to the I formation here. Oh, wow. He hit his spot just at the right time. I think Danesi just moved a touch too early. Got a little impatient there because the point was going on for a few balls back and forth and just went a touch too early, and Tulsa able to take that ball down the line, no problem.
So it's 40-30 here. Bulls trying to stay in front. Right down the middle. Sometimes that's the best place to go.
That's definitely the best place to go in doubles, especially when you're both at the baseline and they're both at the net. It's the biggest margin, gives you the biggest margin over the net, less room for error. Great hold there by USF.
So once again, that's assistant coach Tom Pisane doing his thing. Good start for the Bulls on court number 1. This is court 2 now. Luis Felipe Miguel, Gus Tatamble.
Great stab, forehand return. Just got there in time, and USF not realizing that's where he was going to take it. Just total clean winner off that one to give them the break, and Tulsa takes a break 3-2 in the first set here on court. I'm sorry, 4-2. Court 2.
Ben Hudson, Toto Yanes representing the Bulls. Bit of an uphill battle here.
Another great volley from Tulsa there at the net. USF not able to get that one back. Great shot placement.
Oh, and the finish.
You see how the Tulsa team here just keeps moving forward, moving forward. They're always looking to move forward, whatever their first chance is. You always want to finish the point at the net in doubles if you can. USF seems a little bit tentative to want to move in once they're in. It's okay, but not able to do enough from the baseline really to keep Tulsa honest.
So it is 40 love. Chance to go up 5-2.
Get a look at a second serve here, see if they can do something with this one. Oh, great stab volley there. Had a good reflexes on the first one, able to do enough with it to get that easy ball back.
So well done by Toto Yanis. Are you a little surprised, Jessica, that the Achilles heel of South Florida is really doubles play, given that they've played so well overall as a team as of late?
Yeah, I think they just kind of need to learn how to be patiently aggressive in doubles and learn how to move forward together as a team. Probably pick their spots a little better. It seems like they're trying to go to the net person a little bit too much. It's just so dangerous. These guys have such good hands. It's really difficult to get the ball by them.
So 5-2 the score in set number 1. And we'll head over to court number 3. Callum Jestin, Will Pellegrini doing their thing for Tulsa. And it's Rusek and Cuellar for the Bulls. So Tulsa with a comfortable 5-1 lead in this match as well. Remember, just play one set here in doubles, and it's 15 all here with the Hurricane serving.
It goes pretty quickly with the men.
See a lot of Tulsa fans in attendance here, Jessica, today. You got to wonder, coming down here, beautiful weather, come to the Sunshine State, enjoy spring break.
Yeah, exactly. When I was in school, we came to Florida every single year for spring break, playing all different teams. I was so happy when we finally got to go to Miami. Got to stay at home for spring break.
So you grew up outside of the Sunshine State, is that correct?
No, I grew up in Miami. I was saying when I was in school in Michigan, and I would come back for spring break.
Oh, I'm sure you love that.
Yes, definitely.
30 all now.
Much better playing there from the Bulls. Really being ready at the net, able to finish that one off really nicely after having lost a couple of those earlier. Have a game point here to try and get one break back.
And good stuff that time from the Bulls. So South Florida will get the point here, and it'll be 2-5. South Florida still battling uphill with some work to do. We'll check back in on court number 1. We're tied at 3. Bulls at 40-15 serving.
That ball drops right in the corner there. Gonna stay on serve at 4-3.
So Bulls trying to hang in there in doubles. Carr and Denisi doing their part. Cannot wait to see Hugo Carr play singles later today. Former junior college national champion. And there's another look at that last point. Shade has been the favorite place today. Not an exceptionally hot day, but that sun, there's no obstruction, there's no clouds in the sky at all, so certainly feel the conditions. Official temperature out here at the tennis center, 81 degrees. Back to court 3.
Court 3 will have some match points here.
Go, Tulsa!
So trailing love 40. Tulsa's got the table set. There it is for the Hurricane, decisively. 6-2, taking it on court 3.
Yeah, very strong match from start to finish there for the Hurricanes, and able to close it out on court 3.
Tulsa also able to close it out on court number 2, so that does it for men's doubles. And it goes in the direction of the Hurricane. I know you say the word hurricane around here at Sunshine State. That's not a word that's very popular, especially in the last year, given what this area has endured. But Tulsa right now flexing their muscle a bit as we head to singles play. Another look at court 2, just taking a look at how play ended here.
On a double fault. Well, okay.
So 6-2 there. And the Hurricane is rolling here, heading into singles. But singles where the Bulls really shine. 1-0 the score. First to 4 wins it here on campus at South Florida.
Welcome back here to the varsity tennis courts on campus at the University of South Florida. Tulsa takes a 1-0 lead. They get the advantage after doubles play. We'll slowly turn our attention to men's singles, but this is what transpired in doubles action. See Tulsa taking it and able to stop play on that third match. So great job by the Hurricane coming in here on the road, setting the tone early. Keep in mind, though, doubles not really a strength of the Bulls all season long. So as we turn our attention to singles, this is where they really shine.
Definitely. We look forward to seeing Hugo Carr and Okonkwo go at it on the first court for sure. And obviously, as you said, the strength of the USF team is definitely with their singles. They'll look to dominate early. Top to bottom, their lineup is really tough guys, even though they're freshmen, have a lot of experience. And we're excited to see what we get here. As you see the bottom of the lineup, we had a quick change in lineup at number 6 for Tulsa. Titamble will not be playing. Instead, it will be Doig.
That just happened moments ago, so Connor Doig will keep that in mind. Court number 6, Connor Doig will be represented. Jessica, I know you're multitasking here as officials come over to the booth, keeping one eye on the matches and the other on all the changes and odds and ends going on.
Always fun in college tennis. That's why I told you earlier, don't write down the lineup for singles until after doubles, because it happens all the time. I know how these coaches get. They try and be tricky. So
sometimes player may just not be feeling it, or sometimes another player just feels like today's his day. What goes into that?
For sure. I mean, they're on spring break, so a lot of teams have played a lot of matches in the last week or two, and guys get tired. We know it's hot out here, the Florida heat, so some might be adept to the weather better than others. You just don't know how somebody's feeling that day. Maybe somebody woke up not feeling great. So we will see how Hugo Carr and Alex Okonkwo fare today on the first court. I think it might last a little bit longer than the doubles did.
So start things out. Court number 1. Hugo Carr off to the fast start.
You see how he can just construct his points very beautifully, come into the net, finish it off with the first volley, just knows where to be, what shot to hit. All kind of sort of clicked for him this fall, this spring. Really the pieces of his game coming together so beautifully. So nice to see somebody really no experience traveling as a junior and came to play junior college and worked his way up to be able to come here and play at UCF. Just really shining and becoming a top player in the country, climbing the rankings. Sorry, South Florida. Another great shot there from Carr.
First time Coach Fisher saw Hugo Carr play, knew he was special. He actually lost his first match this season, but has been unbeaten since.
It's really impressive. He's played some really good teams. He's played some, especially the number 1 position, you're always playing the other team's best player. So he's had a lot of top-ranked wins in the last few weeks, as has the team. Definitely has a very pro-style game where he doesn't really have a weakness and just everything looks so effortless. Don't like to compare anyone to Roger Federer, but he seems a little bit effortless like Roger did.
Well played on both sides. Advantage though to Okonkwo. Alex Okonkwo out of England. This is where that big, long frame kind of takes up all the court.
Hard to get the ball by him for sure. Sometimes hitting behind a player like that works really well. Sometimes keeping the ball in the middle of the court like this, you know, doesn't give him the angle. Well, he has the headband and the long hair like Roger Federer, so I'll give him that.
There you go. It's a guy that never played ITF or futures when he was growing up, Jessica, and just a guy that was so under the radar, just really fell into South Florida's lap. They're so thrilled because of it.
Wow, what an impressive return off a really good first serve.
Alex Okonkwo, meanwhile. #1 player for Tulsa on display here. 40 all. That's going to sail.
And you'll see off when Okonkwo is serving, the most important thing for Carr, what he's really going to focus on is if he can make the return, he's going to be in every single point and use his game to dictate from the baseline. So first and foremost, just get the return in play. Whatever happens after that, 50-50 up in the air. Okonkwo's serve is so much his strength that if you can try and neutralize it, you put yourself in a really good position.
Set over to court 2. Agustin Cuellar taking on Luis Felipe Miguel. Agustin, a player that has not lost this year. He has been nails every time he steps out there. He's actually a transfer from Jacksonville State. Got that southpaw style. Not quite as much firepower that Hugo Carr has, but just kind of gets in your head, makes you play that extra point. Tough to beat.
Very determined player. He has, his strokes are a little bit unorthodox with a funny windup on his serve and bigger windup on his forehand as well. Makes it hard to be a good doubles player with a big windup on the forehand, not without a lot of firepower. It's hard to compete in men's doubles unless you have have at least one big shot. Kind of always under the gun, but for singles you have the whole court to work with and so much more time, and such a good grinder that you know you're going to have to be out on the court for 3 hours if you want to beat this guy. He's not going to let anyone blow him off the court. He's going to make you hit at the extra ball. Stands far back behind the baseline.
That's a big forehand by Miguel. So Miguel from Brazil, Cuellar from Bolivia. So Cuellar trailing 30-40. Up a game here early on. Cuellar struggled last year playing number 5 and number 6, Jessica. He has made great strides in his game right now, doing it at number 2.
Totally, and you know he used that off season to his advantage, try to get stronger, faster, get a little bit more, be able to put a little bit more on the ball. see how he just stays so steady, keeps the ball cross court. He's not going to change direction all that much. He's going to force his opponent to change direction and get the unforced error like he did just there. And you know he's going to try and tire out his opponent.
Meanwhile, I know it's off camera, just an awesome point here on court number 1. So many things going on as Cuellar is at deuce here.
After being down 15-40, saved 2 break points, and he'll look to try and save 1 more on the ad side for this deciding point.
Top shot by Miguel.
Felipe just pounding that forehand. Great pattern, 3 cross court, and then he finds a little bit of his opening and takes it inside out. And Cuellar just not able to get there in time.
So that one tied, game apiece, set 1. Here's court 3. Elijah Chum, junior out of Australia for South Florida. His opponent today, Timothy Carlson Sager, the junior from Sweden.
Here we go, live.
All. So that one also goes in favor of the Hurricane. Be tied up there, 1 apiece also. So court 2 and court 3 with the exact same score right now. Elijah Chum, you take a look at his record. This guy had an outstanding fall season. Can be a little bit hot and cold, working on his defense for sure, but also working on those nerves, Jessica, especially in big moments. Sometimes just got to take a deep breath, rely on what got you there.
We'll see how this match progresses, how he's able to deal with his nerves, if it's tight one in the second set or third set, what he's able to do.
Timothy Carlson Seger, 6 feet tall, junior out of Sweden. Really good looking player here. Again, so much international representation.
Another good serve there from Chum. Able to draw the air off the return. Put himself in a really good position this game. 30 love. Oh, he just left that wide open on that inside-in forehand. Unless you know you're 99% going to win that point off a winner, it's a really tough shot to hit. So he was so far over into the doubles alley. He had no chance of getting that ball back.
30-15 now.
I'll tell you one thing, for how loud it was during the doubles, it's been pretty quiet here during the start of the singles.
And there's a lot more people here, too,
For
in
sure.
attendance. Definitely some of the players during that women's match, man, they were really bringing the emotion. Did you like to play more in the mornings, Jessica, kind of get it done, get it over with, or did you like to wait around a little bit, play later in the day?
We played almost all of our matches in the morning, so I guess that's just what I was used to, but it didn't bother me to play in the afternoon or the evening either, so time of day didn't really affect me, I don't think. That's a great shot. Pulled Chum so wide off the court. He was so far back there, and no chance to get that one back, and it's got a break point here now. Another second serve opportunity here for Seeger.
So it's Carlson Seeger taking this game, and he will pull ahead here 2-1 and set number 1. That's on court 3. Hopping around here, the varsity tennis courts at South Florida. Court 4 now for the first time. This is Gugi Verdezi in the near court for the Bulls. His opponent, Nikola Puntaric, a freshman from Slovenia, representing Tulsa. So South Florida trying to pull level here. It's 40-30. Gugi, one of those players who is super fit, makes balls, stays alive consistently, tremendous stamina.
That ball just long, and USF able to hold here. Bring it to 2-all.
So Verdezi able to tie it up. As you get a look here, competition, Nikola Puntaric, another 6-footer out of Slovenia, first-year player.
We love juice, boys. Let's go, boys.
Mentioned that Midwest. This morning we saw Wichita, Kansas represented. Here, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Some really good tennis played in the middle part of the country altogether.
It's a great serve there. Out wide, right in the corner. Bring it back even to 15 all here in court 4. Daisy hitting some solid returns in this game to put himself in good position at 15-30. Really good mover. Always going to make you hit that extra ball. A little bit too much there, digging out of the corner on the backhand side. A lot of unforced errors so far early in this match. Interesting to see the warm-up styles of all the different teams today. USF was here early, around 10 a.m., getting a hit in, a light hit before you take a break and eat some lunch and then come back and have a shorter warm-up right before the match. Kind of get the blood flowing. A lot of times you see that when you play a later afternoon or night match, but that was pretty early to get a double hit in.
So 40-30 now. Advantage to Nikola Puntaric, the Slovenian.
You see there the let serve causing for Daisy to miss that return. Just took a little bit of an extra hop, and we'll stay on serve here in court 4.
So 3-2 there now in favor of Tulsa. Hopping around courts here. Let's go back to court 5. Stepan Rusic in competition. Rhea Komagata, one of the shorter players for Tulsa, 5'8", out of Tokyo, Japan. Rusic, one of those players that just had an outstanding junior career. Came in here with a little bit of hype on campus, Jessica, but just really got off to a slow start in his collegiate career. Affected his confidence just a little bit, so it had to take him a bit to readjust, kind of refocus, and now starting to be the player that Ashley Fisher thought he was going to get when he recruited him.
Sometimes it's not the easiest thing to transition from being a top junior player, and perhaps you come in to college tennis thinking, hey, I should be playing 1, 2, 3, and you know the wins don't come as easily, and your confidence gets lower, and finally, you know, put him back in the lineup, and he's been doing great things since then, and gotten some more consistent wins, and we see him here playing some much better tennis. So serve, try and stay on serve here early in the first set.
That adjustment can really affect you, right? Not just on the court, but off the court. You know, you're coming to a new country, you're adjusting, trying to be a college freshman, trying to figure out your courses.
There's a lot of adjustments. Probably first and foremost is time management.
Yes. And his opponent, no slouch either, Raya Komagata. Japanese sensation here for Tulsa. Third-year performer.
Another missed forehand there from Komagata.
Go, go, go!
Had another missed forehand, too, to
Yeah.
Komagata. So right now he is struggling just a bit. And finally, let's check in now on the number 6s, Toto Yanis, the junior from Uruguay. Comfortable lead and set number 1. Remember, Connor Doig was the guy, Jessica, that they subbed late. He was the late ad, minutes before we began singles play. So right now that decision not exactly paying off.
Sometimes you're not expecting to play, and then you're like, oh man, I wasn't mentally ready to play today, you know? So it's kind of like the backup quarterback syndrome. You never think you're going in until you're in. I think maybe he needs a little bit more time to warm up, and off to a very slow start here, 5-0. See if he can pick things up either in this game or to start the second set. I always thought it was important, even if you were losing 5-love, or it's always important to hold your serve at the end of a set, at least make your opponent serve it out. Try and get one game in so you have a little bit of momentum going into the second set. Get on the scoreboard. See if he can try and get a hold here. It's a great shot by Giannis. Doig hit a great kick serve out wide and came into the net. Just wasn't not able to do enough with either of those volleys to finish the point off and let Giannis back in that point. And again, just not doing enough with the volley, not able to get that one back. Giannis hit a great shot right at his feet. Now he wasn't able to pick it up. Set point here.
And well done by Giannis, the junior from Uruguay, representing the Bulls. So 6-0. Toto Giannis able to get it done over Connor Doig, the late ad for Tulsa. Men's singles action continues on campus after this. Hurricane with a 1-0 lead after doubles. Well into singles play, though. South Florida trying to scrap back here at home. USF coming in, ranked number 23 in the country. Winners of 5 straight. Just tearing it up as of late. Tulsa holding their own here. Alex Okonkwo, their number 1. Right now a 4-3 lead over the Bulls' number 1, Hugo Carr. But Carr will even things right there, and now tied at 4 apiece. And this has been a really cool match to watch, Jessica, because it's almost like a battle of 2 completely different styles.
For sure, and you see Okonkwo, see him back here with the big serve. Neither player giving up anything on their own serve, staying on serve at 4 all here. It's kind of like who's going to be the first to crack on their serve. Give their opponent a slight opening. First mistake. Oh, he had it too. He knows it. I don't know. I guess he could have gone anywhere with that ball, but I think he felt that angle, knowing that Okonkwo was so close to the net and covering the line, that I think as a shot he probably makes 6 out of 10 times. See the replay here. He was there with enough time. He just did a little bit too much with it, knowing Okonkwo has that long reach. Oh, that's just too good.
So Hugo Carr showing why he is the best on the roster here for South Florida. Was a junior college national champion when he was at Eastern Florida College. And it's a JUCO down in that Melbourne area. They do some great things, Jessica.
Clearly. Proof right here, right?
Yeah. What advice would you give a young tennis phenom trying to decide their best path? I know that's a mouthful. We'll wait till after the point here from Okonkwo.
Oh, that's just too good. Such great hands, just knowing where to be, when to be at the right time. So impressive. See the replay here after he comes forward. See the split step right on time, and just such beautiful touch. I think advice for a young tennis phenom, whether they're the best player or somewhere in the middle of the pack, is just to do what's best for them in that moment. Can always change. You want to go to college, do well for a year or two, you can always go pro after. I think there's just so many more opportunities now, especially with NIL, and I think the trickle down, we spoke a little bit with Coach Morris about it yesterday, the trickle down from other sports, not just football and basketball and even baseball, but starting to hit, you know, a lot of the top players can make decent money playing college sports now, that perhaps they need to help their family, or they think going pro right away is the only way, but
Take one more look at this point. Looked like this ball may have been headed way out of bounds when Okonkwo decided to play it.
I don't think so. I think that was going to catch right in the middle of the line, but
Funky angles here in this great game.
I think especially in tennis now, players are playing so much later, that so much older, you know, playing into their 30s, almost 40 years old. You look at Djokovic still going strong at 37, 38. It's not so much of a rush now. Players are just able to keep their bodies healthier for longer. And
A little bit of net love that time for the Bulls superstar, Hugo Carr.
Yeah, great game there to get the first break, first chink in the armor for Okonkwo, and Carr's going to be able to serve out this first set.
So this #1 battle is really, really fun. Over to court 2 now. Agustin Cuellar facing Luis Felipe Miguel.
I know we spoke about the temperature earlier, but you can definitely feel the heat radiating into the shade and the bleachers here now, more so than you could before. Cuellar just totally dominating this first set.
Just one of those days, too, where every little bounce seems to go your way. I'm sure you're very familiar with those days. Cuellar's having one right now.
First few games were a battle, and you see that hard work and the no-miss mentality from Cuellar obviously paying off now. Just knowing that if I'm his opponent, I know I'm going to have to hit a million balls today to win this match. It's so mentally defeating. Again, it just causes you to overhit every time. It's knowing no matter what you do, unless you hit a clean winner, you're not going to win a point. It's just so much pressure on you mentally if you're Cuellar's opponent. He's got 4 set points now, excuse me. Also just goes to show you that you don't have to be the biggest, fastest, strongest, but you have to work hard. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer to pay off, but take a lesson from these top 2 guys on these courts here for USF. Definitely paying dividends for them.
15-40 here. Comes off the net. And once again, Cuellar, he will take set #1, 6-1. Agustin Cuellar. Showing basically no kinks in his armor here in men's singles. Over to court 4 now. This is where Gugi Verdesi is manning it. Nikola Puntark on the other side. .15 here.
Now Verdesi 2 points away from this first set. I'm sorry. Puntark, excuse me.
.30 Puntark leading 5-3. .40 now. Big one coming up here. Gugi Verdesi trying to hang in. Also goes by Guglielmo. Gugi is a freshman from Italy.
Really big break back there from Verdesi, able to push it back on serve, and we'll have a chance to get it to 5-all on his serve now. Puntark has to be disappointed in that game. Made a few unforced errors.
So Verdesi just hanging around, now within a game. This is our #1 matchup. Alex Okonkwo, Hugo Carr.
Credit to Okonkwo breaking back on Carr's serve, getting it back to 5-all. They just haven't been broken. They always say the best time to break is when you've just been broken, so able to break right back in this first set. Great finish at the net. I think Okonkwo has to learn to do a better job at defending that first ball. When his serve is so hard and flat that the return comes back so quickly, and oftentimes it looks like he's not ready enough, especially when the ball comes right at him. Just not setting up and not recovering from the serve in time, whether he's too far forward or just not moving back quick enough. He's taking his split step, and he's so far into the court that if it's not going to be an easier shot, he struggles getting that first ball back.
Not much of it there for Hugo Carr to work with that time.
No, and the first volley didn't have to be a winner. Just was just short enough where Carr could barely get it back and able to finish at the net. Beautiful backhand volley.
Beautiful.
Great anticipation of the net from Carr, knowing just where to be.
Great footwork, great anticipation.
Gets that split step in and just keeps moving forward, following the direction of the ball so beautifully.
So Hugo Carr continues to paint a picture. .30-30. Check back in there. Over on court 3. Bit of a pause. Elijah Cham battling against Timothy Carlson-Sager. Carlson-Sager here, set point. 15-40.
Cham able to save the first set point.
Cham needs a couple more points here to save the set. play it much better than that from Timothy Carlson-Sager.
Yeah, 3 beautiful forehands in a row. Just ran around them, hit that inside out. That last one really with extra little bit of firepower on it.
We're hearing a lot of opposing fans here in the house cheering on Tulsa.
I think we know who the vocal leader of that team is, right?
Yes, absolutely. So action all around here, the complex trying to keep up. Show you as it unfolds. Hurricane just went up on court number 1, 6-5, Okonkwo over Carr. And now here's court 4, that Verdezi and Puntarik showdown here. Set 1, this is how it ended.
Yes! Yes!
The classic drop shot and pass.
So 6-4, and that takes us to set number 2 over there. Let's go back to court 1 where the heavy hitters are. Hugo Carr serving. Alex Okonkwo, a 1-game lead.
Great approach shot from Carr there after a good serve, and Okonkwo not able to keep his balance and get that ball back in play.
This one has all the feels of a tiebreak coming. If Carr can score one more here, we will head right to it. There it is, Hugo Carr taking advantage of the open court.
It's also so nice to see him just stay so calm even when he was broken back. I just never gets too high, too low, just stays really even keeled. Again, I keep comparing him to Roger, but perhaps he modeled his game after him.
And that one's out. So Carr right there, and it's 1-0. And the tiebreak. Federer, one of your favorite players, safe to say?
Yeah, for sure. I don't really have a favorite player, but he would be up there for sure. Carr gets the first early mini break here in this tiebreaker.
Tough break that time for Carr.
Federer, to me, was the utmost professional. There was nothing he did that was not of the highest quality, the nicest guy. Everything he did on and off the court was just so full of class and just was unbelievable. Hard to compare him as a person and athlete to really anyone else in any other sport.
You're talking Federer.
Correct. Yeah. That's why I don't like to compare anyone to him, but you can see some similarities. Oh, wow, that's impressive because I thought Carr had him on that volley, was so low. And given how talented Okonkwo is, unbelievable job getting that ball right at his feet. He has amazing hands at the net, too. See the replay here.
Pretty Awesome stuff we're watching right here before our eyes.
Conco able to get that mini break back and back on serve here in this tie break first set. Good deep ball, put pressure on Okonkwo there. Just didn't quite get underneath the ball enough.
So tied at 3 here in this tie break. Battle for number 1, Okonkwo and Carr. Looking around the complex, Augustine Cuellar continues to take care of business. And the number 2 side, he is working on Luis Felipe Miguel right now. He's got a 2-0 and set 2, trying to eventually get the sweep there. Hugo Carr, the senior from Marseille, France.
Marseille, definitely one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to as well.
So
The
you've
south
been there
of France.
as well.
I have.
Oh my goodness.
I used to travel a lot in my past life. It is gorgeous in the south of France. Just missed that one. There's a little mini break to Okonkwo this time to get deeper in this tie break. They have a men's small pro tournament in Marseille.
That's a break on 3, Betty and Rich. Break on 3, goal.
French player on the ATP tour from there as well. I'm just blanking on his name right now. I see his face, but I gotta think of his name. Tall guy.
Oh, not
Too
going to get
good there.
So now in the driver's seat here is the sophomore Alex Okonkwo. That 6'6" frame. Trying to close out the set. And that is going to do it. Alex Okonkwo off the double fault will take set number 1, 7-6 after the tiebreak.
Definitely not what we were expecting to end that first set.
So Tulsa having their moments here in Tampa. Alex Okonkwo has come to the Sunshine State to play. He leads Hugo Carr on court 1. fun afternoon of college tennis here in Tampa. Tulsa and South Florida going at it. Drew Felios alongside Jessica Green. Augustine Cuellar for South Florida, maybe the most dominant for the Bulls thus far in singles play, as he has been working on Luis Felipe Miguel. 6-1, 3-love. We're in set number 2. And Miguel right now is serving. He's got a mountain to climb. Cuellar at the top of his game. Really good shot from Miguel to start things off. Luis Felipe Miguel out of Brazil. Cuellar from Bolivia. That one goes just long in favor of Cuellar. Now 15 all. Couple good gets from Cuellar, but can't do it a third time.
Yeah, it was a great put away shot there from Miguel. Has a little bit of an edge in this game here, 30-15. It's so hard mentally when you know no matter how good of a shot you get, your opponent's going to get it back, and you're going to have to hit another one and another one and another one every single point.
Augustine ties it, 30 all. So it would be huge for Augustine and South Florida to get a victory here as quickly as possible, kind of send that vibe to the rest of the guys right now who need a big lift on courts 1, 3, and 4. I say that because Carr is trailing on court 1. Cham is trailing on court 3, and Verdesi has got his hands full court 4.
Oh, that was just too good, though, from Miguel. Finally gets a game point here. After only having won 1 out of 10 games today. Another unforced error there by Miguel. Cuellar just doing such a good job of staying steady.
So 40 all here.
Cuellar has chosen to take the point on the ad side, deciding point.
It's a big one here for Miguel. One of the longest points we've seen all day, and Cuellar is not going to win it. Miguel finds a way.
Yeah, finally on the board in the second set, but you can tell how much just 1 point can take out of him, having to work so hard to win a point, to win a game.
That is a lot of work you are watching.
And Cuellar doesn't look tired, by the way.
No, he doesn't.
He's like, I can do this all day long. How long do you got?
Saw Vince Westbrook, head coach of Tulsa, going over to have a word with Miguel. Another day at the park here for Agustin Cuellar. Meanwhile, we head over to court 6. Toto Yanis doing his best work. Had to play a guy that he didn't game plan for, Connor Doig.
Interesting second set at 3-all here after Giannis won the first set 6-love. Doig, obviously, as I said earlier, not expecting to play. Got thrown in the lineup. Probably need a little bit more time to get warmed up and get a rhythm. We're seeing that here and been able to turn it around in this second set.
A little frustration there setting in. Connor Doig trying to battle back. Steep hill to climb here. That's going to sail long. Make it 4-3, Giannis over Doig here in set number 2. Giannis wound up here at the South Florida program. Actually has a girlfriend who lives here in Tampa. So he played at UCF, Jessica, and he called Coach Fisher out of the blue one day and said, hey, you got a spot on your roster? I want to come across I-4.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Coach Fisher not expecting that, but really happy to have him here and been such a great addition to the team. I believe his girlfriend's training at Saddlebrook, which one of the legendary tennis academies in Florida.
Yeah, so a really cool story there as we trot on over now to court number 5, Stepan Marusek. Rhea Komagata, Japanese star. Rusek out of the Czech Republic. Tremendous junior campaign. Right now he's got a 3-1 lead here in set 2.
30 all here.
Big miss there from Mruzek. Trying to keep the break in this game. Trying to get another break.
Second try now for Komagata.
Great swing volley, smart to move forward. He knew he hit a really good shot. Komagata was pushed so far back, smart to move into the net and finish the point off there.
So Komagata's going to get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Aaron shot that time, so Komagata will inch a little bit closer after winning set number 1. Check back into court number 1. This the battle between Okonkwo and Carr. Hugo Carr has taken the first 2 games in set 2. So it's 2-love here.
See how Carr does with the break in this first set early after got the late break in the break in the second set early. Got the late break in the first set. Tried to serve out the set and he couldn't. Ended up losing in a tiebreaker. See how he can play from being up in the second set. A little impatient, just wanted to hit that slice, a little lazy, didn't want to work to get underneath that ball. Needs to stay disciplined on the backhand side.
That is way overcooked.
Yeah, again, a little erratic on those last 2 points. Just looks like he doesn't know what to do and just kind of wanting the points to end so quickly. Much better shot choice there. Controlled aggression.
Good look at the strokes of Carr. Seems to get better every single week. Could have some pro potential in him as well after college.
Oh, that's too good.
Oh.
That's so impressive that he got the last couple balls back and then able to hit the little mini tennis angle.
Watch the reaction. He already started moving up, Jessica, almost like he anticipated that drop coming.
Definitely, he did. He realized that he hit a good shot at Carr's feet and he was going to have to pop it up and he better move forward.
So Okonkwo gets one on the board here in game 2. Carr still with a 2-1 edge. But Hugo Carr has got to win this set, stay alive there. It's gotten warmer throughout the day. It was chilly this morning. Certainly not the case right now. A light breeze, if you're under shade here, it's okay. But man, if you're on the court, it is hot. Court number 4, no different. Gugi Verdezi, the Bull, and Nikola Pontarek playing for Tulsa. So Verdezi trying to battle back, conceded set number 1, 4-6. Now leads here in set 2, 3-1. It's 40-all. This is a big point.
Oh, that's such a great shot.
Very crafty.
One of the fine arts of tennis is knowing when to hit that lob pass. Verdezi happy about that one, running to the bench to give his coach a high five.
Pulled the string at the perfect time there.
Courts 3 and 4 seem to be very similar storylines.
So that said, Jessica will check on over. Court number 3 right next to it. Elijah Cham. So he conceded set 1, 3-6. But right now a 3-1 lead. Set 2, so.
Not a good return miss off a second serve on game point. Still up a break here.
Head back to court number 2. Cuellar battling against Miguel.
Cuellar serving 6-1, 5-1 to try and close out this match.
Table is certainly set for him.
And a rare unforced error there from Cuellar. Gives a little teeny tiny opening to Miguel.
So love 15 here. 5-1 lead for Cuellar. Double fault there. Cuellar now trailing love 30.
Now Cuellar clearly struggling with his serve. 2 straight double faults. Augustine Cuellar actually missed a few matches playing here for South Florida earlier on this year. He was playing Davis Cup.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
So all of a sudden, Miguel has found something here. Trim the gap just a bit. Mentioned that Davis Cup play for Cuellar. He was playing for his native country, Bolivia. Great experience there. Let's head on over now to court number 6, where we have got match point upon us. So it is Toto Yanis. Toto Yanis will take the match. 6-4. A little bit of a dispute there on match point, but it is Yanis's, the junior out of Uruguay, getting it done for the Bulls and taking the first match here in men's singles.
Yeah, credit to him for, winning that first at 6-love, and then Doi gave a bit of a fight in the second set, but able to stay calm and patient and win the second set and close out the match.
So, tied at 1 apiece. Bulls get one back. Still lots of work to do. I mean, so many matches hanging in the balance here, including what is going on court number 1. Hugo Carr for South Florida in the far court. His hands are full because Alex Okonkwo has brought his A game here to the Sunshine State.
Yeah, it's a great return. A really big first serve by Okonkwo. I have to say, I've been very impressed by Carr's return today. With Okonkwo's serve is so big, but he's been able to take him a little bit early. He's standing far back on some of them, but he moves forward so well. He's able to, especially on the second serve, move forward a bit, cut off the angles, and just stab him back. Shorten his backswing.
That first serve is just absolutely lethal from Alex Okonkwo. He's got it right now. Tremendous bite on it. Court 2 we go. Saw Miguel take a game from Cuellar to make it 2-5, but Cuellar now with another chance to close this out. It's not going so well for him here, though. Again, down 30-love.
Yeah, Miguel slowly but surely, not giving up, trying to make his way back into this match, using everything he possibly has left in him.
Chipping away at it.
Oh, wow, he opened up the firepower on that point. Really went for those last 2 shots, and it paid off. Great forehands.
30-15. How about Cuellar battling back? 30 all over there.
Yeah, just very impressive knowing to put that ball down the line, and Miguel not able to corral it, and sails way long. Match point here on court 2 now. Cuellar.
Golden opportunity here for Augustine Cuellar. Last ball ruled just a bit long. Also got an eye on that Carr-Okonkwo match. We'll update you on that here momentarily. See if Augustine Cuellar can close this out. That's out. Augustine Cuellar, the junior out of Bolivia, representing the Bulls. He has been rock solid in that number 2 slot.
Very impressive win from him, start to finish. Miguel gave him a little problem in the end of the second set there, but really credit to him to break in that last game and close it out.
So the Jacksonville State transfer, Augustine Cuellar, the southpaw. Tons of emotion here, South Florida, with the lead for the first time. Welcome back, everybody. 2-1, the Bulls with their first lead of the day over the Hurricane of Tulsa, as Augustine Cuellar gets it done. Meanwhile, we've been keeping our eye on the match that's going on. Court number 1, Hugo Carr and Alex Okonkwo, both players. Jessica Green have been so impressive the way they have competed. We've seen the full arsenal. Oh, man.
No way.
Stop it.
Oh, my gosh. I think that was most definitely the point of the day. That was a little bit ridiculous. I think Okonkwo didn't take it too seriously. Oh, boy. That is a match-changing point.
How can points like that kind of creep into your mind just a little bit and change the trajectory of things?
I mean, given that it's 4-3 Carr, and Okonkwo's now serving love 30. Yeah, I mean, stay patient. And again, so impressive by Carr. He's got a handful of break points now again.
So Hugo Carr starting to slowly take over. Alex Okonkwo still a lot of bounce in his step. Let's see if he can find himself here. Oh, left it short. Did Carr.
Yeah, I think he should have hit that one. He was on top in that rally and had all the momentum his way and went for the cop out, in my opinion.
You're saying in points like that, when you got the momentum, don't beat yourself, huh?
Correct. Yeah, just at least try and go for a winner. Overhit it, but he was, I mean, he wasn't too far back, but it was just, that ball was coming fast at him. Hard to hit a drop shot off a hard flat ball.
Take a little extra time here. Okonkwo ready to go.
See what he does with his second serve return here. A handful of break points again. Okonkwo choosing not to move the ball and to come into the net. That's a little risky. Following that ball and you're probably not playing tennis for a while.
I thought that was interesting as well. That ball right in the middle of the court. Carr, I think.
It's almost like a hindrance.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing Carr can do about it, but it's definitely distracting.
See that ball right at his feet.
Yeah, probably not the best sportsmanship either. Again, like he should move that ball.
Certainly has a bit of an effect, and Okonkwo has all of a sudden found it once again.
I think he got in his head a little bit there after not moving the ball and having all those break points. Again, now deciding point, see which way he goes.
Huge point here.
That's a great serve. That's why you don't hit the drop shot on that point. Just because you're up 40-love.
Just cracked the door open just a little bit, and Alex Okonkwo runs right through it.
Especially when your opponent has such a big serve. Just too risky.
Court number 4, this moments ago. So Verdesi forcing a set number 3. That ball heads out.
Much better play by Carr there, using his strengths and coming to the net. Finish off that point.
Oh, beautiful.
Great closeout on that after hitting that deep ball to the Okonkwo backhand. Not able to do enough to put any pressure on Carr, and finishing off with a beautiful forehand volley.
Can't help but go back to, if he had won that last game, he'd be now focusing on forcing set number 3 here.
Correct. Little mental lapses like that, what we were talking about earlier, the the point win percentage is so, the margin is so fine that I have to really focus on those big points, closing out games, closing out sets.
Knowing when to take risks and when not to.
Again, kind of the same thing there. Just, you have a short ball, just hit an approach and come in. He has such great volleys. He's able to finish all his points at the net.
Sound like, Jessica, you make a pretty good coach.
I think I'll leave coaching to some other people. I'll lose my patience too quickly.
Hugo Carr still with a chance here. He's up 40-30, serving. With a couple that certainly would love to have back that another just wide. See if he can close here and make it 5-4.
Oh,
Bam.
2 games in a row at 40 love. You finally can close that one out. Wrong-footed Okonkwo thought he was going up the line and close it out with a cross-court backhand.
Set over court number 5 just moments ago. Stepan Rusick and Brea Komagata. And it goes Rusick's way.
So this match will head to a 3rd set.
Takes us back to court number 3. So this is Elijah Cham. Cham right now has the chance to also force a set 3. 15-40 here. Does the trick, Elijah Cham. Making Timothy Carlson Sager earn just about everything. We're going to a set 3 over there. South Florida battling here on their home court to begin conference play.
Coach Fisher has to be very pleased with how some of his guys have turned around these matches on court 3, court 4, court 1, trying to win the 2nd set after losing the 1st set. So off to a little bit of a rocky start in the singles, but this guy's really picking it back up here.
The serve of Alex Okonkwo has been overpowering today in doubles and in singles. So 30-15.
When I say green, you say go.
Now.
Green, go. Green, go. Green, go. There you go.
Hear the chants. Some of the assistant coaches leading some of those chants.
Go. Step on. Good boy.
Beautiful day here at the varsity tennis courts on campus at the University of South Florida.
using his forehand weapons so well, pushing Okonkwo from side to side on the court, knowing when to pull the trigger, put a little bit more pace on the ball, paying off dividends here late in the second set.
So Hugo Carr 2 points away from forcing a third set.
Oh, that's too good again. Carr will get his first set point here in the second set. See the replay. It's really, again, knowing when to pull the trigger on that forehand, just put a little bit extra on it.
Goes awry again. Hugo Carr pumped up. We're going to a set 3. So Carr able to take Okonkwo out into deep waters. And now the two number ones will have a third to decide it.
Keep it up, folks. Keep it up. Let's go.
So after what we have seen here over the past few minutes, right now just feels like a lot of momentum on the Bulls side. The home team flexing their muscle right now.
There's a lot of momentum on the Bulls side right now, pushing 2 more matches to 3 sets, especially when your number 1 guy gets there and able to break to win that second set.
Showed you at the top of the show how the teams are faring right now across the country. The rankings, the best of the best. Wake Forest undefeated right now, just playing incredible tennis. The Demon Deacons, what a remarkable 20-0 count. State of Texas has a major say. Ohio State and NC State both powers. San Diego, Columbia, Virginia, Stanford, you know the West Coast would be represented. And you've got Arizona, new member of the Big 12 conference in there. South Florida right now making headway, though. Got them at 25, as high as 23, though, in other polls, certainly surging.
Definitely been a great season for them, and you see all the different conferences represented in the top 10. It's always great to see an Ivy League school mixed in there. Don't always have to be on a full ride athletic scholarship to be in a top 10 program.
Hugo Carr, at one time, was the American Conference Player of the Week. South Florida, though, has had 3 different guys earn that honor. Hugo Carr, Toto Giannis, and Augustine Cuellar. Hugo Carr, trots back onto the court.
Well, Cuellar finally put a shirt on over there on court, too.
And you know what happens when those matches finish? Those players and organizers over there turn into fans. And all eyes right now on court 1. Carr starts fast.
Okonkwo, not sure if that serve was in or out. I couldn't tell. I'd say the best part of Carr's game today, perhaps, against Okonkwo, has been his return to serve. I think I talked about that in the beginning of the broadcast, is how important that would be, and he's really made him play on every single point. He's put all his returns back in play that he can get his racket on. Put so much pressure on a guy who serves so well. Used to getting so many free points off his serve. I felt like he didn't get nearly as many free points off his first serve in the second set as he did in the first set. And Carr really using his forehand to dictate and be able to move forward.
And right now, Carr like a buzzsaw.
Strong hold to start the third set here for Carr. I feel like he has all the momentum right now. See if Okonkwo can get a hold here to even things back up.
What makes Hugo Carr such a talked about player on the collegiate circuit this year. You win a junior college national championship, doesn't always translate to success later on. But in Hugo Carr's case, it certainly has.
It definitely has. And obviously the jumping competition is huge. But you also know that he's able to win under pressure, right? So whatever level you're at, you still have to get there. You still have to win the big points, the big matches. So credit to him for being able to do that and take his game to the next level. And just knowing he wouldn't have instant success, but willing to work through the process and trust his coaches and
Elijah Cham
trust
here,
himself.
serving for South Florida. Timothy Carlson-Sigger in the near court. 3 singles. Big win there for Tulsa. They go up a game, set 3. Let's go check out court number 4. So the Hurricane looking good there with Carlson-Sigger. And on court 4, it's Puntarik. All their hopes are on him, taking on Gugi Verdesi. Puntarik has a 2-1 lead here, but for Daisy, serving 30 love.
That was a great get on the last shot, but overhead was just too much.
.40-15 now. Verdesi trying to tie it at 2 apiece. And that one's going to sail on him.
Have a couple more chances to close out this game.
Wait. Go.
he overrule that? I thought he called it out. Okay. He either overruled it or he called it himself. I didn't see what happened. But either way, a game for Verdesi.
Tied at 2.
No.
Just a little long that time. 30 love. Verdesi able to climb the ladder and score.
Great hop up on that overhead. Able to bring it back down and win that point. Take another look at this stretch. Super high up. Very impressive.
Yes, yes.
Now 40-15 in favor of Puntarik. 3 matches going on right now. All of them hanging in the balance, up for grabs. None of them decisive either way.
Just too good.
Let's go, let's go.
Very impressive. To close out that game.
So Puntarik takes a 3-2 lead, set number 3. Set over to court 1. So Hugo Carr, very emotional here. That's a big break. He's able to take it 2-1, trying to stay in front of Okonkwo. Young man with tons of firepower for the Hurricane. This one is going to be anybody's match down the stretch here. Alex Okonkwo trying to get hydrated here. A little bit dry out on the courts for sure. We're trying to stay hydrated. Haven't gotten here early this morning. It's quite a day here. Alex Okonkwo, though, there's certainly a young man we're going to keep our eyes on for months and years to come. Elijah Cham pacing on the other side. Love 15 here. Timothy Carlson Sager serving.
couple very tough first serves. Able to hit his targets right in the corner of the box.
This is what clutch time looks like in college tennis. Everybody in a set number 3 all at the same time.
Oh, that's too good. He anticipated that out wide serve and ran around and took the chance of that inside in forehand. Even as far stretched out wide as he was. It's a lightning bolt. Another error there from Seeger, and Chom has his first break point chance of the second set here. Get things back on serve.
Elijah Cham can tie it up here. And he will. So 2 apiece. Set number 3. Elijah Cham ain't going down anytime soon. Timothy Carlson Seeger's got lots more work to do. Back to court 1. Right now, Hugo Carr just getting the better of Alex Okonkwo at the moment.
A couple more errors from Okonkwo in this third set here. And again, Carr able to go up an early break, 3-1. Since the momentum has stayed with Carr during this whole third set.
What about Hugo Carr, Jessica, impresses you the most when you watch his game?
I think I said earlier his return to serve for sure, especially today against such a big server, but also he's just pretty relentless. He hasn't changed his game plan. He's, obviously made a few errors here and there, but really he's stuck with his game plan of playing aggressive with his forehand, moving into the net. He doesn't really rush himself too much from the baseline. Like, he's missed a few, but overall he stayed really steady and played within himself, I would say.
He hasn't played his best today, Jessica, but from what I can see, he gets better and better. And Okonkwo, the overpowering Alex Okonkwo that we saw, just feels like Hugo Carr has started to sort of pick his game apart a bit.
He's definitely neutralized him a little bit.
Yes.
And I think just because he stayed within himself, even in the big moments and the big points, he hasn't tried to do too much, knowing that he can trust himself. So I think that's been biggest difference maker. I think at times Okonkwo's gone for a little bit too much, or if his serve hasn't worked, he's missed a couple balls. Obviously, for his size, moves very well, but not as good of a mover as Carr, so he's not able to get into the net as easily as Carr is, or as naturally.
From
what I can see also too, I think the longer, more extended a match would go, Carr would have maybe a bit of the edge.
I think it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I think Okonkwo's obviously tall, but he's not like too big of a guy.
Sure.
But I think, yes, you know, getting down lower so many times. He does come into the net a lot. Smoke the line. Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah, that was way out.
Was it?
Looked like it from here.
I don't know. I thought that ball hit the line. Oof. Do we dare ask for the replay? We don't want to cause controversy over here from the bleachers, but.
My eyes saw it was out, and that's what Okonkwo saw.
I don't know. I thought that hit smack the middle of the line.
That one's not coming back. Hugo Carr feeling it right now.
Fortunately, it did not matter.
So the two number ones right now, Hugo Carr in the driver's seat. 4-1 here, set number 3. Bulls have the lead, 2-1. So they've won 2 of the singles bouts thus far. Send over to court number 5. See what we got there. Stepan Rusic, the freshman from the Czech Republic. Rhea Komagata on the other side. See Rusic with the slight lead. So 30 all right now.
Take it, John. Let's take it.
And
Let's
a
go.
4-3 score in set 3.
The ball never lies, man.
Heard that statement a lot today. The ball never lies.
Each team kind of has their own silly little sayings, I like to say, to probably get under the other team's skin, pump each other up, you know.
Usually means that something happened a point or two before that.
Oh, just such a good return. So impressive. I think he just sees the ball so easily, so well off of Okonkwo's racket. It's almost like he knows where he's going to serve every time. And also able to mix it up with the top spin and the slices. Oh, we're on court 5. Sorry. It's so hard to see our monitor here. It's so bright.
So Rusic is working on it now. Rusic now receiving.
And a costly double fault there from Komagata. Gives
Another big forehand.
Zach
Yep.
a break, 5-3 in the third set. Able to serve out the match here on his racket. Love 15 after that unforced error.
Here's a chance for Stepan coming from all over the complex.
And another forehand unforced error there. Gosh, after getting up a break, you don't want to give your opponent anything easy. Make him work for it. That's a new one I haven't heard before. Cookies are in the oven. What do you think that one means?
Hayes in the barn.
We'll have to ask him.
Same thing. So 5-4, Kamagata does take the game, and we'll go and continue on here in set number 3. So Rusek trying to finish it off. Much more to come here from Tampa. Rounding the corner here, and what has been a really exciting match here between Tulsa and South Florida. Bulls do have the lead. 4 matches right now hanging in the balance, including this number 5 singles bout. Stepan Rusek, freshman from the Czech Republic, on one side, Rhea Komagata on the other side, representing the Hurricane. So Rusek, the young upstart, just a freshman. Really, really good talent. Trying to play within himself here. He'll be receiving. Again, one of the longer points of the day we've seen.
Oh, wow. Didn't move up to that quite quick enough.
You're so tough. You're so tough.
Let's go over to court number 4. And match point. And how about this? Gugi Verdezi able to outlast Nicola Puntarek. Gugi, the freshman out of Italy, able to hang in. He conceded the first set, but Jessica, he hung in there, took set 2, 6-2, and he takes this 6-3.
Another very impressive comeback win for the Bulls. Coach Fisher, being on that court all afternoon, has got to be really pleased with his freshman. Stayed so steady at the end, got that one break. It was all that was needed.
So the Bulls' lead is increased. Let's go back where the fives are playing. Rusick and Komagata. That's a great shot by Rusick. Also, by the way, that number ones match we've been watching, Hugo Carr is now within a game of taking the match on Alex Okonkwo. He's got it 5-2 in set 3. Both players resting right now, but we'll keep an eye on that in case we have to go back to it.
I believe she said 15:30 in this game, so I think that's what I heard the umpire say.
Yeah, double fault there. Really two similar styles here with Rusick and Komagata.
Pretty even matchup, I'd say.
You couldn't get more even.
Yeah.
I mean,
Similar game styles, like you said.
really the same. That one sails.
So it was 40-30, and now it will be 5-all.
Okay, let's head over to court number 1. This is the most entertaining match, I think, and it should be. Two number ones, Alex Okonkwo on one side, Hugo Carr on the other. This has lived up to it.
Let's see if we're going to finish the match before the sun creeps all the way up to us on the bleacher on the top row. Great first serve there. It's actually a really good play for him, even though he has such a big serve and he can hit his spots. But hitting right into the body of Carr and doesn't give him the opportunity to block that return back like he's done so well today.
15-all.
It's a very underused, underrated serve. But it's so effective. Again, good first serve there.
So this one sails as well. Oh, double fault there. It's going to even it at 30.
After two really good serves at double fault, his body just totally collapsed down into the court. He didn't keep going up after that serve. We have not seen very many double faults on court 1 today. It's been a really clean serving day for both of these guys.
See a moment there with the head coach, Vince Westbrook. That one will sail just a bit. If you're Hugo Carr, you know that you're going to get served back no matter what here, but you certainly want to try and end this as quickly as possible.
Before things shape up on the other courts and it puts more pressure back on him.
Yes, big time. That one looked like it hit wide. Official confirms that.
So we have a match point here to clinch. Take it on the ad side.
Big moment.
Get the look at a second serve as well.
Oh, take a deep breath.
I would say he had that ball right where he wanted it in his strike zone. That is not the best miss he's ever had. It was a tight forehand. You can see there. Gosh, he was in perfect position, just didn't quite get enough margin over the net.
Main storyline here, Jessica. Tulsa has got to win with every player on the court here. They cannot afford a slip up. Bulls just need one.
Court 3 is also at 5-2 for the Bulls in the third set, so it is tight everywhere.
Oh, how about that blistering forehand by Carr?
He made up for the last one and rolled that one deep and cross court. Perfect shot.
Oh, got away from him.
Decelerated a bit on that forehand right at the end and just lifted up a little bit, got a little tight. Seems like he's taking his time a lot, almost like he doesn't want to be the one to clinch this match. Going to the towel, walking really slow between points.
$15-all. Oh, what a point by Carr. Again, has Okonkwo on the run. 30-15 there.
Great closeout at the net.
And Jessica, we're also looking at court 3 right now. We're on the brink. Is Elijah Cham. He's got match point on the receiving end here. 15-40 on the far side.
Just wide on court 3. Let's see, race to the finish here. We got match point here too. I say let them both finish. I don't know if they finish within seconds of each other. If the second one to finish, does it even count as a win? I don't know the answer to that question. Probably. I'll have to ask the advisory board about that one.
Well, again, Hugo Carr, certainly in no hurries.
No, that's what I said. He's really taking his sweet time. Neither one of them want to finish this match. It's almost like he wants to give it to his teammate. That's it on court 1.
Hugo Carr puts the finishing touches on a thrilling match against Alex Okonkwo. Okonkwo slowly to the net. These two guys battled from start to finish. Man, on a day where the sun is absolutely blaring down. Let's take one more look. Hugo Carr just a little bit too many tools in the toolbox that time. He was cool as a cucumber down the stretch.
Definitely, and after all the great forehands and volleys he hits today, he finishes it off with a backhand winner, so who would have thought? We'll watch the end of this match on court 3 from the bleachers. Even though the match is clinched, I guess they're going to let them finish it out over here.
40 all. Elijah Cham can end it here, and there it is for him. So a double whammy in favor of South Florida. Elijah Cham gets it done over Timothy Carlson-Sager. And Jessica, that is what you call just awesome collegiate tennis right there. Everything earned out here today.
It was truly an awesome day of college tennis today, and big congrats to USF men's team for pulling that one off and coming back on so many courts. Just Coach Fisher's going to be really proud of his team today.
How good do you think this South Florida men's team can be? Can they obviously win the conference, and who knows after that, go deep in the tournament?
Definitely think they can win the conference and go deep in the tournament. I think they really need to focus on improving their doubles. Their singles is clearly there, and if anyone can do it, it's Coach Fisher. You know, the Australians, they're the double specialists, so let's see what happens.
So as you said, Jessica, just an awesome day from start to finish. South Florida and Tulsa putting it all on the table. There you take a look at what we witnessed. Hugo Carr gets it done over Okonkwo. Luis Felipe Miguel and Agustin Cuellar. Augustine got it in straight sets. And then it was Elijah Cham. I think that was really the difference on court number 3.
Huge match by him, comeback of the day. Both courts 3 and 4 had awesome comebacks, and obviously court 1 too, but you know, the first set was so close in the tiebreaker that kind of expected him to come back and make a match of it.
For Daisy, bunch of thrills there. Rusek, they're still playing over there on court 5. Toto Giannis continues his brilliance. He was awesome today from start to finish. Toto Giannis, certainly one to watch here at South Florida. Well, that certainly wraps it up. What a match. Well played on both sides. USF victorious over Tulsa. Be sure and join us once more Friday and Saturday. South Florida Alumni Track Invitational. Friday, coverage begins at 5 p.m. For Jessica Green and our crew, I'm Drew Felios. All games airing on ESPN Plus, streamed live and archived on the app. Have a great week, everybody.